Okay, rude. Hi Sparkles, it's Jordan Sparks. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the $20 million deal and why it's been postponed on Shane's channel. And my little conspiracy behind that. So if you're interested in that, make sure to give this video a great big thumbs up. Get your tea and snacks ready because we're about to conspiracize. But all that being said, let's hop right into the video. If you're brand new here, my name's Jordan Sparks. Make sure to smash the subscribe button and bell notification and all that jazz. And yeah, let's hop right into this. So basically, Shane has been dropping a new video on his channel on every single Friday so far for this conspiracy palette, and I don't know about you, but I am beyond excited for this palette. I have never bought a Jeffree Star palette. I've just never been able to scrape up the coins and convince myself to spend that much money on a piece of makeup, but that's just because I'm super duper poor. But with this palette, I'm like, oh my god, I want it so badly. But that being said, the date for the palette release is going to be November 1st, and I'm having a feeling that it's going to be sold out literally within a couple seconds. I don't know exactly what time on November 1st it's going up for sale, but I have a feeling it's going to be sold out like instantaneously. That being said, Shane posted this picture on his Instagram talking about the palette release and when the next 2 episodes of the series are going to be coming out. I do feel like they postponed the series until next week because they wanted to kind of give Tati her moment because Tati's palette just launched, and I don't know, that's just what I'm thinking personally. And while we're on the subject of Tati actually reposted on Instagram thanking Manny MUA for reviewing her palette right after he just launched his own palette, and she was saying how selfless that was and all of that. So who knows, maybe we're going to be seeing a new collaboration with Tati and Manny in the future now that Tati and Jeffree Star have had this falling out and they no longer follow each other and blah 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 blah. But all that being said, let's talk about the $20 million deal. So the episode kind of started out and they made like a Hey Arnold reference with the football, and hey, move it, football head, is what Rylan said right before the intro started playing. And I don't know if you guys are 90s babies or not, but I grew up watching Hey Arnold and I loved that little reference. The next part of this episode, they like went into their old house and they were putting it up for sale, and I loved the editing and how they kind of were switching back and forth between old scenes from past videos of what the house used to look like and then flash forward to now after it's been, I guess, redone. I'm assuming by their reactions and how they haven't seen the house that they hired somebody to like redecorate the house and all of that, but now they're trying to sell it, I guess, and I love that they're like, should we just not sell it? Maybe we should just keep it. Like, that was super funny to me, but that was a super cute moment, I thought, and I'm going to miss the house because I watched so many videos from that house. Clock that, the house. The next thing I loved about this episode was that they featured Rich Lux's music video, and I thought that was so awesome. Apparently he worked really, really hard on that video, so congratulations to him, and that was cool that they decided to give that a little shout out in this video. If you don't know who Rich Lux is, basically he is one of the OG drama channels on YouTube, and he is also like a makeup queen in the house. I was also laughing so hard because you could tell that the Morphe team during that group call was not understanding Jeffree's humor at all. Every time Jeffree said hi, the Morphe team was like, hi! Like they thought that he was actually just saying hello and she was just not getting his humor whatsoever. That was so funny. And then I love that they were using Morgan for market research and just like asking random people around the office like, hey, which shades would you keep in this palette and which shades do you use on a daily basis, instead of like going out. They're like, well, we got a regular girl right here, why don't we just ask her? Also, when it comes to the release of the palette, and Shane was pushing for it to be released in November because he was talking about Halloween being a cheesy release date for a palette, I totally agree. Halloween is not that cheesy of a release date for a palette, but just because it's Shane Dawson and it's his first palette and it's a conspiracy palette, I feel like it's smart to not release it in Halloween, because if he did, then people would just think it's a Halloween palette. They they'd be over it by the time it's November and they'd be moving on to new palettes. So I feel like it's smart that they're releasing it in November. And when they started talking about like numbers at like $17.5 million for the release, I'm like, I literally couldn't even imagine making or spending that much amount of money in like my entire lifetime. Also, I thought it was so sweet that Morgan bought Shane like that vanity that folds up into a suitcase. I literally need one of those. Like, I would use that every day, even at home, not just while I'm traveling. Like, that would be literally the best. Also, when it was showing Shane's makeup in the end, like, he's getting so good at doing his eyeshadow. It was like super sliced. There was a beautiful sunset cut crease. His makeup skills are literally getting so good so fast. So shout out to Shane for that. And in the previous episode of this series, watching all of the makeup that he did on Ryland was literally so good as well. I thought it was so clever that they named their lip gloss Shane Glossin', and like, I literally need that for myself as well. Let me know down in the comments below which like product out of all of the makeup and all of the merch you're dying to have as well, because for me, what I think that I wanted the most is the Conspiracy palette, but like specifically the Trisha shade. Like I need it. It's like perfect and sparkly and pink and Barbie like, and it's literally just perfection. So I definitely want to get my hands on the Conspiracy palette, and I love the black and white like hypnotic packaging. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. And I also love Shane's red hair that he had for the marketing campaign. I don't know if he actually dyed his hair red or if that was just like a spray for the day, but I absolutely loved it, and that looks great on him, I thought. But I think that that was all of my thoughts for the $20 million deal. Let me know what you guys thought of Shane's series and what you guys thought of this last episode. And let me know, why do you guys think that they pushed the series to be on Monday and Tuesday instead of going to be like this Friday? Because we were all so excited for a new episode this Friday. But it wouldn't be a Shane series if they didn't change the date on at least one episode, am I right? But that being said, do you think that they moved the launch date so that Tati could have her own moment? Or do you think that Jeffree really wouldn't care about that? Or do you think that they just had like some kind of behind the scenes drama or dilemma? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But I think that that is it for this video. So as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to tap that juicy red subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be reminded when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.